How good is Gold Mega Charizard YEX? I mean, that's very rare. Are we talking Japanese or English? Because English, it's out of Ascended Heroes, right? Japanese, you'd have to get it in the start deck ones. I mean, either way, it's super rare. It's a very rare one. I don't think it quite has the same raw value as the Mega Charizard X SIR. I think that one still has the higher raw value, but I mean, it's very rare. The golds in general, like the pull rate, is much more difficult than like an SIR pull rate. However, if you're trying to pick or trying to get a specific SIR, then it starts getting exponentially more difficult in terms of your odds. I don't know what the odds are out of Ascended for pulling the gold or the golds, because you have two different golds as possible pulls out of Ascended, right? With the Mega Dragonite and Mega Charizard Y. What's up, Pablo's dad? Yeah, the Cubone out of Gem 3. Do I know Elite Sports Break? I do not, but I bet you do. Sounds like you're a big fan of theirs based on your username. I'm trying to get some of these in stock actually so that we can put it up for you guys for sale. This one currently is not for sale, but I think they're going for around like 140, 150 right now. Raw. Same with the Gengar. I think the Meowth is close to around like 50. I do not have the Mega Starmie from Perfect Order. We have pulled it on stream here. Both the Secret Rare and SAR out of the Japanese set, but we haven't pulled it out of Perfect Order. Haven't ripped a whole lot of Perfect Order. We've ripped a few. Should probably have around like 40 plus packs available on that one. Welcome in, Shane. Welcome in, guys. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's week's off to a great start here. I know it's Monday, but you know. Maddie to Batty. Welcome, welcome. TikToker or TikToker. What's going on, guys? Welcome, welcome in. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Queue is open. Queue's open, guys. What's up, number one? Hello, mother. It's going. It's going. Yes. Yes, 1710. Yes. Anything in the shop can be opened on the live, and anything in the shop can be shipped sealed. So it all depends on your preference. We always double check. So, like, if you place an order and something happened and you had to step away or whatever, we don't automatically rip it. We'll set it aside sealed, and if you come back and want it ripped, we can rip it then. And if you don't make it back, then we'll just send it sealed. All right. All right, here we go. First order of the evening here. Hi, 1710. I'm gonna give you the option here. Appreciate the follow, Gabe. You give me a number 1 through 4. 1 through 4. 1 being on the left, 4 being on the far right. All right, far right. Here we go. Good luck, good luck. And this comes with that pack of Brilliant Illusions. Do you want us to rip that pack as well? Welcome in, guys. Oh, it's a good one. It's the Squirtle. Squirtle. Very nice. No problem, 1710. Do you want us to, comes with that pack of the Brilliant Illusions, the Chinese set, and then obviously your card holder as well. Do you want us to open this one as well? Appreciate the follow, Wolf Solo. Appreciate you guys. Rip it. All right. Let me get your, get that Squirtle in the card saver here for you. There we go. Boom. Like a glove. All right. Ripping the one pack of Brilliant Illusions. Good luck, good luck. We've got the Horsey, Milcery, Applin, and the Glamora. Just the holo. Just the holo there on the Brilliant Illusions. But the gorgeous, appreciate the follow, Mr. Jug. The gorgeous Squirtle promo out of the First Partners Chinese. Appreciate you, 1710. What's up, Zach? What's going on, man? Appreciate the follow, user. How we doing? How we doing, everybody? Welcome in, guys. Queue is open. Queue's open. We're caught up here. Damn. Are you guys safe? You all have a spot that you can you know, you can stay in that's not actually flooded and all that, and yeah. I feel you, man. It'll work out. You know, the weather will pass and stuff will get worked out. I know I think it's the, you know, the immediacy of it, and it's just like, what the heck am I gonna do? All that kind of stuff. Yeah. Is it like flooded to the point it's like a bunch of standing water like around your house at this point, or is it just like kind of like the rushes? Like if it gets like a kind of a downpour and then it just doesn't have anywhere to go. Ah, I got you. The ground's just super saturated, I'm sure, since you guys have been having all that rain. Plus, being that close to sea level, you know, it doesn't really drain that easily. You know, if you're not higher elevation, it's not going anywhere else. Damn. Yeah, you guys be safe, man. Appreciate the likes, Hunter. You're crushing it, brother. Yeah. I hear you, Zach. There's a place not too far from where I live that all the like residential developments that they built turned into like a down or a main street like historical part of the town into like a funnel. And so anytime there's like a really heavy rain, it floods like crazy, and it's destroyed businesses multiple times because when they developed, you know, when they kept putting new developments in, they didn't do the analysis. Like they didn't do a comprehensive study of the watershed analysis. And so the way all of it ended up flowing is it goes right into this downtown historical area. That's what it's doing here, and they just passed a law. Any new thing has to be higher than the road. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? So that it runs off. Is there stuff by you where like I don't know if like houses are elevated, like built up, maybe not quite on stilts like coastline or beach houses, but yeah. Yeah, been there too. Been there too. Just on slabs, okay. I got you. Yeah, man, that's unfortunate, especially, you know, tough part of the geography. You'd think by now they'd, with all the resources and everything they have now, they'd be able to better plan or create ways to mitigate flooding and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I feel you, brother. It'll get better. It'll get better. Tough times will pass. What's up, Jennifer? Welcome in, guys. I mean, my day was piece of cake walkthrough compared to that, so no complaints here. Kept all the cards. There you go. That's what's important. That's the most important part, right? Yeah, I think I gotta get my mailbox more secured. I had to replace it. The previous one, like, literally rusted out and just kind of fell apart. Probably didn't help that it's been hit several times by people. So it had a good run. Had a good run. So I kind of had to replace it on short notice because one day it literally just like fell apart. Oh. Yeah, you gotta build like a big old brick one. That way it does more damage to them than it does to the mailbox, and then they'll learn the lesson. Yeah, yeah. Well, there's that, and I think it had been hit at least a couple times. It definitely was hit one other time. Somebody got too close on the road and sideswiped it, and then if I had to guess, it probably had been hit before I even moved in, too. But yeah, he ran right over that joint. It's like it wasn't even there. Just straight up backed over it, underneath the car and everything. Crazy. It survived that. Put it back in. I guess it's a good thing it wasn't terribly well secured at that point either. Otherwise, it could have really jacked up the underneath of the car. Crazy work. Yeah, they my mailbox is right by like the cable connection. I don't know if you guys have similar things where they in your areas they like bury the cable. So like we have Comcast. We only have really one option around me and it's Comcast, right? Or Xfinity. Xfinity, right? But the little box that it's like connected to is like 4 or 5 feet from the mailbox. So somebody's come up and like up onto the curb, hit that box, so knocked out the cable and sideswiped my mailbox. So it's always funny. Yeah, I don't know, Zach. So like mine, I only have the internet. I canceled my cable mm, probably over a year ago by now. Hasn't made a huge difference, honestly. Um, I still stream stuff, but it's all up with the power lines. Gotcha. Yeah, I just use it for internet right now. They did lay down some fiber optics in the area. I'm not 100% sure if I would be eligible for it. I think I would because I think they did lay the cable like literally right in front of my house, um, and actually cut. They actually cut the Xfinity cable while they were doing that work. So that was pretty annoying. Yeah. Yeah, I got like the Hulu, Amazon Prime, Peacock, all that. One thing I don't have is Netflix. I think I still have Apple TV. I don't really use it that much. I've considered I probably should cancel it, at least for a time being, until another show comes on that I want to watch. But I like hardly ever watch Apple TV right now. We're honestly, I mean, we're getting to the point where it's almost worse than cable overall in terms of the costs because you have so many things that are specific to certain streaming services that at any given month you could end up with like 5 streaming services. And if the stuff was just on cable and you can access it then and you just had a cable subscription or whatever, kind of saw the writing on the wall coming once everybody started making their own. Yeah, from the Roku Live. Yeah, I do Law and Order. I throw Law and Order on. It's like a specific Law and Order channel, so it literally just cycles through the original Law and Order, up to like season 12 or something, and then it just keeps recycling it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, most of the time if I'm turning TV on, I'm not paying very close attention. I think that's true for a lot of us. A lot of us be on our phones or whatever too. Or doing stuff around the house. Yeah, there you go. All right, we got Jennifer hopping in here. All right, we got 4 packs of Ninja Spinner. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me know when you're ready. Yeah, I feel you, Zach. That's pretty much what I did for a long time, too. All right, here we go, Jennifer. Good luck. Ninja Spinner, 4 packs. Appreciate the repost, Hunter. Weedle. Trapdoor. Danfy. Journals. Esper's Evolution, baby. Frogadier. Skunk. Mareep. Claydol. Ninetales. Appreciate the likes. Froakie. Donphan. Alright, last pack. Last pack magic for you. Come on. Reap. Catcher. Oh. Wolf. Let's see here. Yeah, I feel you, Jennifer. Unfortunately, yeah, it was a tough run. I'll throw you this ace spec in from T-Fest, I believe. I believe it's Japanese T-Fest. No problem. Yeah, I don't have anything crazy on the throw-ins remaining here. What's up, Sarah? Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate the likes, guys. What else we got going on, guys? There's I don't know if anybody's Star Wars fans. We got Mando Grogu coming out in a couple weeks here. Creating a binder for that set. Saw a few you didn't have. I got you. There we go. Yeah, I have some bulk here. It's not super organized, but if it were, I'd gladly throw some more stuff in there. I don't know if we have any Ninja Spinner bulk, honestly. It's not really organized, so just kind of, if anybody says that they don't want their bulk, I take it and I throw it in this big card organizer. I say organizer, but it's just has like 3 or 4 lanes for cards to keep stuff from getting too disheveled, I guess. Ooh, making s'mores brownies. That sounds good. Yeah, I did that. I started going through a lot of my stuff when I was deciding to start the business to sell, like anything from my collection, help raise the initial capital and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like going through all this stuff, and it gets overwhelming. You're starting to look through all of them, and you're like, good lord, like I have so much stuff here, I just don't even know what to do with. Do you, Jennifer, do you guys do like a binder for every set? What's up, Bryant? Welcome in, guys. Welcome. Appreciate the likes. Over 6K already, guys. Appreciate y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. Just sets you like. Feel that. Yeah, I think, I mean, you know, Ninja, or, yeah, Ninja Spinner. I like the, pretty much across the board, I like all the art rares, really, in the set. I think the Mega Dragolge SAR, like the artwork on that's really, really cool. And then obviously the Greninja. We haven't seen the Greninja SAR in person yet. But yeah, I think there's a lot of good artwork in it. Especially compared to Nihil. I wasn't the biggest fan, or I'm still not the biggest fan of Nihil Zero. I think the top hits are cool for sure, but I think generally it's been a tough hitting set in recent rips. Just completed 151. Japanese, English, Korean. What's up, Misaligned? Welcome in, welcome in. English, very nice. Yeah, I didn't do like all the reverses and everything, but I've got all the commons, all the hollows, you know, commons, uncommons, hollows, EXs and up, all that good stuff. I think I have all the promos too. Like the Alakazam, the Snorlax from the ETB, the Mewtwo and Mew from the UPCs. Was it the Zapdos and Alakazam in those collections? I definitely have several sets of the promos, the starters that come in the poster collections. I went pretty hard on 151. Not gonna lie. Can't tell you how much I spent on it, but it was a pretty penny. And if I didn't pull it, then I ended up buying the singles to help complete it. I think in English there are only two SAR or SIRs that I didn't pull myself, which were the Alakazam and Giovanni's Charisma. What's up, Trembly? How we doing? How's everybody's week? How we starting off the week, guys? There are a lot of older cards like Tag Team. Went to a card show. Completed it without spending money. Hey, there you go. I love Tag Team. I think that, like, that idea for the Pokemon is, like, one of my favorite. And I'm a big Mewtwo guy, so like I was able to, I wasn't in the hobby too much with the tag teams, but I picked up this tag team. So like I said, I'm a big Mewtwo fan, and I do enjoy a lot of Mews as well. So I snagged this one. My Chinese supplier does have some ability to get singles. So sometimes I gotta practice some restraint on not just going hard on it, you know. There's the one where the like, you know, the Mewtwo's got his hand on his head down, and then in the background you've got Mew flying around. That alt art tag team, it's even in the Chinese version, it's like $300. And while I would like to have it in my collection, $300 for an individual card right now, for me personally, doesn't seem that enticing to me. But that's me personally. I got some other financial goals that I'm trying to work towards, and putting up a 3 spot on one card Yeah. Yeah, like if it were a situation like you said, if I had like a bunch of stuff I could trade to at least go towards it and then only have to pay like 100 or 150 like out of pocket or something, then that'd be one thing. But 3 bills right now for one card is kind of tough. I've been looking at the since I'm a Mewtwo collector, I've been looking at the Mega Dream Mewtwo with Giovanni in it. But that one's getting close to like $200 in Japanese, so. Plus, like the Mewtwo out of Gloria Team Rocket's crazy expensive. Always has been, right? Since that set dropped, it's been over like $200 at least since the jump. And now it's like close to, I think, like $400 in Japanese. Unless a $500 card in English at a Destin Rivals. So. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys aren't following us, make sure you hit that follow button. We're gonna do 3 giveaways. We got 3 giveaways identified right now. Once we hit that 1,000 follower mark, right? We're gonna do 1 for the Grivard, 1 for the Mimikyu. Those are out of Gem 3 from the Simplified Chinese set, and then we've got the Korean Charizard Secret Rare that we will give away as well. It's gonna be when we hit 1,000 followers. So if you guys know anybody who's interested in Pokemon, you know, just watching live rips, all that kind of stuff, likes to hang out, chat about that kind of stuff, or anything like that, please feel free to share or tell them about the stream, tell them about the shop. That way we can continue building the following here, and then we can get to that 1,000 follower mark, and we can start doing giveaways and stuff on the lives through the stream here. What's up, Dirt Digger? We had the $900 Wailord Magikarp traded for a Mega Charizard. Oh, the like the Mega Charizard X. Think you got too much Gem 3? Or are you just going through the stuff now, Maddie? Yeah, I love that card, Jennifer. I have it in both Japanese and English. I got very fortunate. It was in the first and only booster box of Phantasmal Flames that I ripped. I'm sorting the cards and the stack is like 12 inches. Yeah. Appreciate the likes, user. It'd be like that sometimes. You're like going through and you're like, okay, maybe I got a little carried away. Yeah, I got very lucky with that, but my chase for it in Japanese out of Inferno was not so lucky. I think I probably did like a dozen booster boxes. And then finally pulled it. I pulled in the span of chasing the Mega Charizard, I pulled the Oricorio, the Dawn, and the Rotom SARs out of Inferno X. So every time I get an SAR, but it wasn't the Charizard, I was increasingly disappointed. But at least, you know, when I did in the English and got on the first booster box, I got very fortunate. The guy that the stream that I bought the booster box from, the owner at the end of one of his lives started opening booster boxes for himself because he wanted that Mega Charizard as well. So he rips 1, he rips 2. He's like, he gets SIRs, right? They're like Mega Sharpedo and whatever, Mega Lopunny or something like that. And then he ends up going through seven English booster boxes to finally pull the Mega Charizard. it just kept getting out of hand because he was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it again. And he's like, ah, screw it. And then just reaches next to him, grabs another booster box. I'm like, oh boy. My guy was getting carried away. Yeah. I mean, I know the feeling. I get that feeling, believe me, but I'm like watching it and it's almost like a train wreck happening in slow motion in front of you, and you're like, dude, you gotta stop. Fortunately for him, like he has access to English distribution, so you know he's probably paying you know, wholesale cost out of his pocket for it. So it's not like you and I spending $220 or whatever with at initial release. But yeah, you would T-Fast. It happens. I feel it. Like I did it on I went kind of hard on Crown Zenith as well. I wanted to pull the Suicune. What's up, Trembly? Yeah, I wanted to pull that Suicune that's like standing in the snow. And I got lucky. Like I was going pretty hard on the Minitin display cases because you could get them for a real good price at one point. And in the same case, I finally pulled the Suicune. And then in that same case of Minitins, I pulled the Giratina Gold. So once I did that, I was like, all right, I'm done. No more Crown Zenith. I don't need to rip anymore. So I got lucky, but I also had to go through like 4 display cases. So it wasn't the cheapest chase by any means. I think we're all guilty of it, you know? There's one particular card or something, it's like, yeah, I know I can buy the single. It's like, but I want to have the memory of actually pulling it. I want the card, but I want the memory of pulling it as well. So I think that's very real for most of us collectors. Otherwise, you know, it'd be real easy to hop out there and just buy all the singles, right? It's that thrill of the chase, and once we actually hit. What's up, Savannah? Welcome in, guys. If you guys are new, just joining us, let me know if y'all have any questions. We can rip on the live for you. Anything in the shop can be open live, or we can send it sealed, and we ship out next business day. What's up, Torres? How we doing, chat? How we doing? What's up, baby doll? Luis Matos. What's up? I remember there was a Luis Matos that used to play for the Orioles way back in the day, like early 2000s. Let me see. What's the big news in the Pokemon world recently here? So yeah, I know they got the First Partner Series 2. First Partner Series 2 starters. The official images have been released on there. How you guys feeling about that? Or is anybody like more or just as interested in the Series 2 of the First Partners compared to the first ones? So they just released the artwork. You can see it on. It's called Poke Beach. They're pretty cool. I mean, obviously, I think we all have a preference kind of based on where we got into Pokemon, like, and maybe the video games you have most experience with, because that's what you were kind of, I guess, indoctrinated into Pokemon with, right? So, like, my favorite are the original 3 starters, the Kanto starters, because I grew up with playing red version and yellow version, and then I played gold version as well. My sister had the silver version. So I do like the Johto starters as well. I'm partial to Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's always been my favorite. What's up, Vicky? Welcome in. So you got what? The Tepig, the Oshawott, and what's the Snivy? And then you got the Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. Yeah. I think they all have kind of like their subtle elements too. Like I said, if you know the game that they're associated with, it kind of makes it gives like a deeper, I think, connection. You kind of see more or can identify more of the Easter eggs. So like with the Johto starters, you see the background, the colors are a mixture of silver and gold because they're originally from the Silver and Gold games. And then I'm assuming the Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott are probably from Black and White, right? Because they had the black and white color schemes, pretty heavy in the backgrounds. I don't get some of the other references. They got like an airplane on the one, some different type of like big city bridges type thing. Of course, you get some of the gym challenge, the badges and all that. And I know absolutely nothing about Grookey and Scorbunny and all those, so. Well, what's up, Glitter? Welcome in, welcome in. What's up, Piano? Want the Johto starters? Yeah, I feel you. Same. And for me, it doesn't have to be, like, I don't care what language it's in. You know? Do we know in Japanese? I don't think they've released any product with the starters. I know the English, you got the English First Partners. So the Series 2 is going to come with Chaos Rising pack and a Perfect Order pack, as opposed to Mega Evolution and Phantasmal Flames. I've gotten to that point. It doesn't have to be English. Yeah, it's just. I mean, that's the thing. Like right now, it's crazy expensive. I mean, I don't know if I could even get my hands on the English Kanto starters for like less than $100. So we'll see. It's an MSRP $14.99 product, which is laughable because what's up, Mr. Psyduck? Welcome in, welcome in. We all know this bad boy. I think people were putting out pre-orders of them. I heard on somebody's video on social media they're charging like $70 to like $80 already for pre-orders of these things. Just crazy. You can get the original one still for some places for like 45, 50. I do like in English how though it's all three of the cards, right? So you get, or all three of the set. It gives you all three. Two-pack blister from Target of Ascended, $10. Yeah, man. I mean, that's a great deal. Obviously, you can't beat that. If you can find it, you gotta do it. Even if you're not sure if you really want it, you almost have to snatch it up, and then you can just leave it sealed and decide whether you want it or not, because there's definitely going to be a market for resale if you end up not wanting it. Yeah, man. They're crazy expensive. I had to pay in the double digits to get the ones I have in the shop. They are not cheap. And then the guy I got them from, literally after I placed my order, literally the next, or I messaged him saying I got everything in on the shipment. And he's like, man, you bought it at just the right time. The stuff bounced up another 20%. Cost per pack went up 20% more from when I ordered it and it got delivered. So English market's crazy. I just don't know. You know, all we have is Walmart here. Just hard to get cards. Target is like an hour away. Yeah. We have just a Walmart near me as well. And I've seen evidence that there was at one point Ascended Heroes product there, right? They have empty displays. But I've literally never seen them. I've never seen any Ascended Heroes on the shelf. The only thing I've been seeing there is I saw they had the boxes of like 3 packs of Surging Sparks. Those boxes of them, it's like $20 plus tax for 3 packs of Surging Sparks. And then they ended up coming back. They were losing 2-0 and they had runners in scoring position last time I was listening. Yeah, the Surging Sparks and Perfect Order blister packs. And then they did have, for a little bit, they had like the 2 or 3 pack blisters of Phantasmal, but I wasn't gonna buy. I wasn't in the market to pull stuff off the shelf just for the heck of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't buy stuff there to resell in the shop. Like, I buy it to rip myself, and I already pulled the Charizard, so I don't need to buy more Phantasmal Flames. I don't know if you guys normally scroll through TikTok and all that kind of stuff, but we do have a bunch of clips up on the up on our profile here. So if you ever get a shot or got a little downtime, we try to put up as many clips as big hits as we get. And then, you know, I'll be popping on with some different types of like short videos, you know, the typical kind of TikTok-y type stuff. So make sure you guys check those out. Appreciate any likes or comments or anything like that. You know, the engagement on those things really helps out. It's like when the engagement on those like start to pop off. I've got one video that for some reason got ingrained in the algorithm and has made it over 500,000 views, which is insane. Literally never thought anything of mine would ever get like that. Definitely not my best video in terms of like actual content and all that, but you know, picked up some steam, and from that we've got a lot of people come through the lives and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, any engagement and all that kind of stuff really helps us out. So comments, likes, all that good stuff, whether the comment's good or bad too. If people are commenting on it, you know, I'll take it. Right now I keep seeing one pack Phantasmal with the mini binder. Yeah, the little portfolios. I never really like got into those. Appreciate the likes, guys. We're over 7.5K. Crushing it. Three-run home run. Oh, it was Mayo. Target was loaded down the other day. Too much to choose from. No such thing, man. What's up, Mars? No such thing as too much to choose from. If there's even anything to choose from, I would be ecstatic, because there's nothing usually at mine. I checked this past Saturday. I always check out of curiosity. You know, I have an idea of roughly when they stock it. It's usually like Thursday or Fridays. So I'm never like running there trying to like catch a drop or anything, but Danny, my favorite card is I don't have it nearby me right now, but it's the Mew, the Fossil Mew in Japanese. I just like how the vintage Japanese cards look. Their borders that were like yellow weren't really yellow. They were more like a gold. And then the purple was like a different purple from what the Mew ended up being in English, because it was a promo card. In English, it like printed in a different color, a lighter purple. So I like the deeper purple, and I have one with a swirl in the hollow on the Fossil Mew. See a line waiting? Dang. Even at Best Buy. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I see all that stuff on social media. I haven't seen it in person. Mega Evo sleeve booster, perfect order sleeve booster, 2-pack Ascended, 3-pack perfect order. Yeah, I mean the Ascended's a no-brainer. Yeah, man, it's tough, and that's the thing. I mean, it's like it's the same people that keep doing it too. Like I don't know what their real job is. They can't be making a living off of, especially with the limits in certain areas. Like mine, the Walmart now has changed. It originally was um, 5 pieces per SKU. Now it's 5 items total. So, and then yeah, Target's 2 per item. Which I mean, I get that for if it were like booster bundles and ETBs, like those kind of things, or maybe even like 3-pack blisters. But when we start talking about the sleeved booster packs, and you're like, oh, just a limit of 2. I think a limit of 2 on individual boosters is crazy. I think they should do at least 5 for booster packs. But what do I know? Snapper I buy from, he doesn't give a... He goes to self-checkout and rings them all up. Yeah. So my, they will yell at him and he yells back. Yeah. That sounds right. Yeah, if you have that kind of attitude, I'm sure you can get away with way more. But I actually not tried to do that, but I tested to see if the limits, because they don't have them displayed. Like, they don't have any limits displayed, so the way I found that my Walmart actually put it in back in the day, before they've started putting it behind the counter, is I took 6 packs of one, and once I scanned the 6th pack, it popped up with a message saying you can't do that. You can only get 1 of each, even a single pack. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could get away with it by doing, you do the limit, like, at the Walmart. At one point you could, but not now. Not currently, Kobe. Nope. Those are just part of my PC right now. Just part of Gem 3, showing you guys what the big hits are, what you'd be chasing out of that Gem 3 set. Yeah, Best Buy. Best Buy's a limit 1 per. It's because they barely get anything. Yeah, they get some of the smallest allocations too, compared to like Walmart and Target for sure. We've pulled it a bunch of times, Amy. Actually, we pulled it for Maddie, who's in our chat a lot here. We pulled the Meowth, I think, on her last rip of Gem 3 with us. It's probably become, of those 3 cards up there, the most pulled. We got really lucky one time with I got one sealed case of the Gem 3, and we pulled 4 of the Gengars out of that one sealed case, and we haven't hit it on the live since then. But we have hit the Cubones. In that case, I think we had like 2 Cubones there. We hit a couple more Cubones out of another case. Yeah, I think Maddie, besides the one she pulled with us, I think she's pulled a handful of times. So, if you ever want to keep trying to rip, we do have plenty of Gem 3 in stock, and if and when we restock it after this inventory is gone, the price keeps going up on it. So I think the price went up like 10% since we ordered that restock. So just FYI, just something to keep in back of your mind that it unfortunately probably won't be getting less expensive. The value of the singles keep going up too. Like the Cubone and the Gengar are up around like 130 to 150 raw. And then the Meowth is probably, I think, around like 50. Like 45, 50. They just keep going up. At one point, the Gengar did drop down. It started out around like 3 figures at 100, and then it dropped down to like 84, 85. I wish I had tried to get a ton of the singles of it from my Chinese connection. Could have almost doubled the money on it. I'll be honest, I just got spooked because I saw the price dip in it, and I was like, oh goodness, what if I buy it and then it drops all the way back down, you know? So they keep going up now though. Plus they're exclusive, so like once they stop printing that set in Chinese, once they start or stop distributing it, and it becomes harder to get hands on. Nah, the Cubone and Gengars are up around like somewhere between 130 to 150 right now. The Gengar back in the day, the Gengar back when it first came out, started up around the $100 market, and then it dropped down to like 85, and it spooked me. I think part of that was in doing part because it was getting cheaper to get the box. Yeah, I think so. I think so, Trembly. It's over. Put it this way, my cost, Trembly, to get it would be 50% higher than that now. The Meowth. So I think the market price is up to like 45 over here. Put it that way, over here. It goes for less in the Chinese market because if people are getting the product at retail there, or even if they get it at their like wholesale costs, it's so much cheaper for them to like rip through a bunch of stuff and then sell the singles. Because when they're selling them overseas and whatnot, like they're making a ton. So that's a crazy username, man. Cheeks crazy. But yeah, the costs of Gem 3 boxes are going up. I think when I did this most recent restock, it went up just a little bit between when I asked to put the order in and actually got it in, and then after I placed that order, it's gone up more. Since then, it's a case is over $1,000 now. Over 1,000 berries for a case of, and that's just the raw costs. You know, that's not all the shipping and everything, and the shipping is not cheap. Not cheap from China. Plus, based on like where I'm located, UPS charges a surcharge. It's crazy. I don't get it, and that's not cheap either. then they charge me another like international, essentially like import fee kind of deal. So essentially the cost of shipping ends up being like $200. So what's up, Jacob? Yeah, essentially. Yeah, the shipping's crazy. That's the thing. So like I gotta, when I put an order in, it's gotta be a decent size so that essentially I can like distribute that cost out. So like the surcharge is a flat fee, so that's automatically gonna hit no matter what, no matter how big or small the order is. But then obviously they do the shipping costs, initial shipping costs is based on the weight of what the order is. So then that can fluctuate, but it's like a minimum, essentially, like a minimum of an order is like 100. Even a small order, it's close to like almost 100 now. It just goes up based on the weight. And then yeah, the international charge is new, but that seems to be maybe a percentage of, it's not straight up like linked to the tariffs, but it's getting crazy. It wasn't, I don't think it was charged on my first couple orders, and then all of a sudden the last 2 orders I've had in from there. They don't charge, FedEx doesn't charge it on my Japanese shipments. UPS charges it on the Chinese. So, I don't know. So yeah, that's why I try to be smart about putting in the restocks and all that, so that you know, that kind of, I guess it'd be considered, you know, the indirect costs of the inventory. I can try to minimize that as best as possible, and then that way I'm not passing on those costs to you guys. So just a little behind the scenes on some of the international ordering there. Definitely a little bit of a learning curve as you get started out. So the first order I placed with them was for like 6 boxes of Gem 3 back in the day. So let's just, and then, you know, once they popped that $45 surcharge on plus the shipping fee, I'm like, good lord, this is a very expensive 6-box order just because of the cost of the shipping. But you know, didn't want to go in for too much because, you know, I'm trying to make sure the supplier was legit and everything, and the product was legit. So everything's worked out well since then. Any of you guys planning on collecting the or trying to find Chaos Rising, the English version of Ninja Spinner? 3D print. Yeah. The cost of everything just goes, you know, it's just, if it's not one thing, it's something else. You know, the raw materials, always something going up. I feel like it really jumped off with, you know, COVID. Like everybody started using the supply chain stuff as an excuse for raising prices, and then even when the supply chain stuff got sorted out, nobody dropped their prices. You know, it didn't go back. So they kept their prices high, and then they keep finding new reasons to increase. prices. So, it's not one thing, it's another. What's up, Chad? Welcome in, guys. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Feel free to hop in. Our queue is open. Gotcha, yeah. I think it might not be like quite as easy as Perfect Order, but I think it'll be similar. I mean, I know I get people probably will be chasing the Greninja, but I don't know that chase is so popular that it's going to cause like a Phantasmal type reaction, you know? Like, honestly, with Phantasmal, I think most people are ripping that, just trying to get the Charizard, just trying to get the Mega Charizard, and then, you know, that's the main thing, right? The other SA or SIRs in that set don't really have a whole lot of value. I don't think it would be as bad as Ascended. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it'll be anywhere near as bad. Ascended has had like massive resale demand since day one. I don't know that Chaos Rising, I don't think people will be willing to pay anywhere close to what they have for Ascended, if that makes sense. So people might buy it on the secondary market, but I don't see it really like... I know people have tried, like, I follow somebody that sells a lot of loose packs and that kind of thing, and so like they'll give a semi-good deal with these massive lots, and they had a ton of the Chaos Rising like pre-release. I don't know how they have access to so much of it, but you had to buy like their minimum order quantity is like 600 packs, right? So if you're kind of a bigger or like a medium to bigger rip and ship or online shop or whatever, I'm sure you could move those. But the raw costs they wanted for the pre-release ones was $11 a pack for Chaos Rising, which is just, I think it's way too much. I think it's only because it's pre-release. What's up, CC? It's before like the actual release that it's that high. I think once it actually hits mainstream shelves and all that, I think it'll drop down to probably closer to like $8 a pack, maybe 8 or 9 on the secondary market. That's my opinion. I have no idea if that's true. I just don't think there's as much in it that's like gonna cause people to chase it like Phantasmal for the Mega Charizard, and it's not nearly as well rounded a set as Ascended. I mean, Ascended's a special set. Like those typically demand or typically drum up a very large demand. You know, was it Prismatic was the last one? You know, it's those sets seem to just go crazy because you can't get them. I guess in they're not as accessible since you can't get them by the booster box. The most you can get at a time is in an ETB. So those ETBs become crazy expensive, crazy valuable. All right, Amy. We got Amy hopping in. All right, she is going in on the Gem 3. Sam's dropping a special collection for Priz. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, Sam's Club and Costco seem to have had like a lot of drops for Priz products. I wonder if they'll have a lot of that stuff like with Ascended. What's up, Zugio? Amy, are we ripping this on the live for you, or are we sending it sealed? I don't know if you were with us in the chat here still. What's up, MJ? How you doing, M? Rip it, please. All right, here we go. You said we're chasing the Meowth, right, Amy? All right, empty box. Yes. All right. All right, guys, we're looking for Meowth. Looking for Meowth. Good luck, Amy. We got Clefable, Cubone, Ceruledge, Gengar Master Ball, Ceruledge, Morpeko, Cubone. We hit the Arven SAR. That means it's going to be a double hit box, Amy. Let's go. We haven't seen this Arven in a long time. Arven SAR. So this one is SAR. You can hit in the Paldean Fates or Shiny Treasures. Very nice. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on here. You got Arven. You got its Mabostiff down here. We got Sandwich getting all thrown around. It's crazy. Go figure, Jason. What are the odds? Bennett. Miss Magius. Bennett again. And Houndoom. That Arven is the only SAR that I pulled out of Shiny Treasures when I was ripping that set. Chandelure. Those are just the ones that I have, Jason. Just the ones I keep on the stands. Ceruledge. Yeah, this is the first rip of Gem 3 tonight. So believe me, if we pull any of those, I will be Lycanroc stamp. There will be clips for sure. Houndstone, Gengi, Infernape, Absol. Meowth, Bennett, Cubone, Houndstone stamp. Darkrai, Mimikyu, Ceruledge, Bennett, Master Ball. Guardy, Meowth, Lycanroc, Gardevoir EX. Traded for a Sharpedo. And a Machamp. Very nice. Which Machamp? Gengi, Grivard, Miss Magius, and the Lycanroc Master Ball. pack though. Houndoom, Guardy, and the Clefable. Gravard, Gardevoir, Darkrai. Are you gonna settle for something maybe a little different? Chat. Gengar, let's go! Let's go, Amy! We got double hit with Gengar. The Gengar. I was just saying we had not pulled it since that case. And here it is. And I know it's not Meowth, but you know. Sheesh. There you go, Amy. Big dubs. Huge pool. What a box. Double hit with the SAR and the Gengi. Love to see it. Now, if you're not a big fan of that, obviously you could definitely sell it and buy yourself multiple Meows, but just throwing that out there. That's a little tongue-in-cheek, just FYI, chat. Stamp switch there. Looks like we got a clip, guys. We got a clip. Meowth. Fable, Gravard, and the Infernape EX. Chandelure, Absol, Meowth, and the Mimikyu Master Ball. Last pack for you. Last pack, Amy. Good luck here. See if you finish with an EX or a stamp or something. Infernape, Houndstone, and it's the Banette EX. There we go. Nice finish. Machoke, is it the illustration rare? Alright. Awesome box, Amy. Let's go over your hits. We got the Banette EX, Infernape EX, the Switch stamped, Gardevoir EX, Houndstone stamp, Lycanroc stamp, and the Houndoom EX. And our double hits, we got that Arven SAR with the Mastiff down there in the corner, and the top hit, or at least widely considered the top hit, Gengar. Might be a tie. I think it's kind of a tie between that and Cubone now, but gorgeous. GG's, Amy. Appreciate the follow, Amy. That will be we'll be definitely clipping that pool. Probably see that get posted up tomorrow. Yep, there you go. Beautiful. Very nice rip. Always love to see the double hit boxes. We've actually been pretty fortunate with that. The with the product we finished out on the yeah, it's $500 card and a PSA 10. if you like to grade your stuff. But yeah, I mean, 133 raws. And like I said, it's probably only going to keep going up because the cost of the boxes are going up. So typically, you know, makes sense. If the cost of the box goes up, typically the value of the hits keep going up too. So we are over 10K in the likes, guys. Appreciate y'all. What's up, Joanna? Welcome in, everybody. There you go, Jason. So, hey, you came in just in time, right? So you said it was the Machoke from 151, the Moving Crew illustration rare. That's a really cool card. That's one of the ones I couldn't pull in English for the life of me. I opened so much English 151 back when it was still like prime in print. Like you could get UPCs for less than MSRP. What's up, Joel? Appreciate the follow. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, now is the time, yeah, to I'd say snatch up those what I would call the lower end illustration rares, and by that I mean like the non-starter evolutions, because those went up like crazy. Like I sold back in November, I was selling a lot of stuff for my personal collection. Planning to get it graded, put a blue slab on it. Nice. There's a lot of value still in those, and right, the harder 151 gets to becomes to get a hold of, and the more expensive per pack it is, those things will still go up. It won't shoot up maybe like the SARs or SIRs, but the value's still there, and it's got really nice artwork. If you don't already have them in your collection, for sure. So that's a good pickup. Yeah, so just to put an exclamation point on it, the when I was selling my personal collection, I had a couple Squirtles, Squirtle IRs, and one Charmander or something like that. Or no, maybe it was the other way around. I might have had a couple of each. I know I had some Wartortles and that kind of thing. Wartortles, dude, I couldn't get $20 for the Wartortle. Squirtles went closer to like 40, and the Charmanders went for like 45. I had two Charmanders. They went for 45. Like the market price I just looked up the other day, at least on Collector, on that, they're almost $100. And this was back in November that I sold mine. Yeah, it's skyrocketed. I mean, things literally have over doubled in it. And so, like, part of me is like, dang, man, I wish I held on to it, but I couldn't foresee that it would double in the next 5 months. I think everybody, since they said, like, it's officially out of print, or I don't know if Pokemon even made that official announcement. I don't know if that was just a word of mouth thing or what, but the rumor is that it's officially out of print, 151 that is. So, of course, the price per pack's like $30 per pack now. So, yeah, if you can get like the IRs for if you can get IRs for less than the cost of a pack is right now, then those are good pickups. You know what I mean? Those are like, to me, those are no-brainer pickups, right? If you can get an IR or better, even like a full art or something for less than the cost of a pack is right now, that would be a good pickup. By the way, this is not financial advice. Disclaimer. You know, you guys do what you want with and all that. From my personal perspective, you know, if you can get certain hits and you like the art, you want to collect it and that kind of stuff, and you enjoy that, and it's costs less for that card or that hit than one pack does. That's a great pickup. All right, Sarah, we got you with one box of the Brilliant Illusions. Appreciate the follow, Castrellis. All right, let's see, where are we? Brilliant Illusions. Yeah, we end up hitting pretty well for your glitter, right, on yours, if I remember correctly. Took us a little bit towards the end of the box, but ended up turning out pretty good. All right. We're ripping, right, Sarah? Let me know when you're ready. That's right, yep, the Dragapult. Yeah, I know, Trembly. Believe me. I was getting worried, so I don't know if you were here for Glitter's rip, but we were ripping hers, and I got the A-Spec, and right then I was like, oh no, I hope that's not it. But we ended up pulling a Dragapult SR, 3 EXs, and the A-Spec, so... Oh, I got you. Okay. All right, Sarah, you ready? Yeah. Yep. All right, here we go, Sarah. Yeah, I know that the A-Specs are better, the English for, like, if you play, like, the game mechanics and that kind of thing. But yeah, if it's in Japanese and all that, it, unfortunately, Japanese or anything. Yeah, no, Charlie, we sold out, and right now I'm still waiting on an order I placed a few weeks ago with my Korean supplier, so there we go, empty box. So I don't know when or if we'll be getting 151 back in. I'm trying to get in contact with another supplier. The prices on it are crazy. Your son hit the SIR Greninja and the Chaos Rising at P release. Very nice. Let's go. Alright, guys. Bear with me. I don't know some of these guys' names. That's Hypno. Stretcher. Is that Cassiopeia? He's 10? Oh, yeah. You'll remember that one. Absolutely, Sarah. We got you. What on earth is on this guy's head? Crazy. I don't know what the heck that guy is. Kilowattrell. I know that. Perrin. That's what I thought. I don't know. It's like her alter ego kind of thing. Looks like we got a hit here. Houndoom. It's the Ogerpon Secret Rare. Cornerstone, right? Cornerstone, Ogerpon. A couple commons behind it. here's kind of like on the camera. It doesn't look in person, but the camera you can see like a rainbow hollow. Horsey, Dragapult, Earthworm EX, Tatsugiri. Yeah, and by the way, chat, you are not like in these we've had boxes, like you're not even guaranteed a secret rare. So, not necessarily, Sarah. We've had boxes where we've hit a secret rare or an SAR and an AR. Who's Steven? Why are you using my government name, yeah? Larvitar, Reshiram EX. Absol, Sarledge, Rillaboom, is that Excragil? Yeah, there's like always possibility of SAR, could still hit AR. What's that, Girder? That's a mushroom. Dreepy. Blood Moon Ursaluna. Glamora. Yeah, I was pretty into the cartoon as well. Or anime, whatever you want to call it. It was on WB. Stuffle. Back in the day. WB Kids. It was like that and Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, Kids WB for sure. Milcery. Is that still Sarledge or is that Armarouge? I can never remember that. Seeking. There's an A-Spec. So we got a double hit as far as the A-Spec and the secret rare here. Let's see, we got 3 more packs. Maybe get an AR as well. Right, we're looking for that Blissey. Yeah, call me Scro. Call me Scro, Mom. Don't be doxing me out here, you know? Yeah. Oh, the Street Sharks. I remember those. That was so funny. Timber. Skarmory. It's a Swizzle. Swizzle? Yeah. Monkey Dory. Slurpuff. Puchiana. That guy. Diplin. Marowak. Alright, last pack magic for you, Sarah. Is that Finizen? Wattrel. Hypno. Not too bad, not too bad. Not the hits we were looking for, but we got 2 EXs with the Reshiram and the Earthworm. We got your A-Spec. Some kind of stamp. Forget the English conversion, translation. And the Cornerstone Ogerpon. Secret rare. Yeah, it was looking pretty similar from that aspect. That's what I was thinking. Unfair stamps. Unfair stamps. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was. I remember seeing this a ton back with what, Crimson Haze and 20 in English. Very nice. Must be very valuable in the gameplay then, for sure. Appreciate you, Sarah. Oh, particularly right now, it's like part of the meta. That and Legacy Energy. Interesting. So like I said, I don't know a whole bunch of, I don't really know much of anything, honestly, about the mechanics of the gameplay and all that. I do find out when certain cards are playable, that kind of thing, so that I understand that they're valuable. Oh, yeah. So unfair, yeah. So it leaves your opponent really shortchanged on it. Hey, thank you, Maddie. Have a good night. Appreciate you hanging out. Welcome in, everybody. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Queue is open. Queue's open, guys. Great against Alakazam. Oof. All caught up on the queue, guys, so if you guys decide to hop in, should be able to get to your stuff pretty much right away. Nope, that's not what I want. Appreciate all the likes, guys. Crushing it. Over 12K. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. What else is popular right now? Glitter in terms of the game mechanics, like that are really good for um, getting a hold of to get into your deck and all that. Like I said, I'm not as familiar with that side of it. Obviously, I'm more on the collecting side. Haven't really. I know I tried playing it as a kid. I can almost tell you with 100% certainty, I did not understand how to play. I remember having the starter decks and like having that like fold out like play mat kind of thing, and we had back then they had for the damage counters, they didn't have like the numbers or anything on like the dice. Um, they were like colored markers, and they just were supposed to, I guess, automatically mean like 10 damage or whatever. That usually revolves around Alakazam decks, Dragapult with Blazing, Fried Chicken, Dragapult with Blaziken. Alakazam for 1 energy hits for 2 damage counters per card in your own hand. Appreciate the follow, Caden. Not at the moment, Lynn. Nah, these are just part of the, what on the stand is just PC. Showing you guys the big hits out of Gem 3 that you can pull. Those are the top 3 chases, all exclusive art rares in the set. Welcome in, everybody. Queue is open. Queue's open. Feel free to hop in. Anything in the shop can be ripped on the live or sent sealed. Draw power cards. Yeah, before it's not the easiest to hit for sure. Not the easiest to hit. Sometimes I know like some people the odds in like a case are maybe 2, possibly 3 of them in a full case. The case is 20 boxes. So yeah, even if there were 3 in a case, it would be roughly like a 1 out of 7 boxes chance of hitting it. And then some boxes, they don't have like a normal distribution, or some cases I should say. Like we've had one case, and I'll probably tell this story to the end of time, of one case of Gem 3 we pulled 4 Gengars. So even pulling multiple Gengars is pretty rare out of a case, but we pulled 4 of them out of one case. And I think we end up having 2 Cubones in that case. So between just those 2, that's 6 boxes had either a Cubone or a Gengar in that case out of the 20. So that's just over a 1 in 3 box chance of pulling one of the top 2 chases. And then you could end up with a Morpeko, you know? It's tough, I'm not gonna lie. A Morpeko or a Chandelure, and you're like, God darn it. What's your chase of Brilliant Illusions? So the big dog in that one is the exclusive Carmine. I would love to see that. I've got a picture of it here. Hold on. this is what it looks like. And the image that you're seeing doesn't really do it justice, but so it's Carmine with Kieran, and this is a exclusive SAR to this set. So as far as we know, this SAR is not going to appear in any Japanese or English products. This is the big one. So this is the big hit out of here. You can pull the melodic from Surging Sparks. A 3% chance of not hitting a 3-star at all in Gem 3 box. %3 chance of not hitting in Gem 3 or the Brilliant Illusions. You hit 2 Meowths and a Chandelure from your 5 boxes. Oh wow. Got a no-hitter box in Gem 3. Wow. We've never... I need a real piece of wood to knock on, but we've never had a no-hit box in Gem 3. I've always encountered at least one hit. Been very fortunate then. Because they put the odds like on the box. Obviously I can't read Chinese. They put them on the back of the packs too. See, I don't know what these... I don't know what these are describing, but those are out of your 4 stars, or 3 stars, I mean. What's up, Jason? Welcome in. It's crazy, the odds are so low, everyone forgets it exists, yeah. I'll put it this way, we've had, not only have we never had a no-hit box, we've had so many double hit boxes, it's... been kind of crazy. So out of an individual pack, I guess you have a 1.81% chance of hitting a 3-star. I don't know what that's saying. 4. Huh. That's unfortunate, Glitter. How much is the Carmine? Uh-oh. You got like a canoe or something, Zach? Oh, okay. You hit the Ponyta in your first box of Gem 4. There you go. I mean, hitting the Ponyta is crazy difficult. We've had I'd say maybe we've gone through about the equivalent of 2 cases worth, and we literally pulled it on the last box we had before we had to restock. Got you a little one. Yeah, hitting the Ponyta is crazy. Because in that set there are I think there's more ARs, right? There's more possible ARs to hit, if I recall correctly, and it's the only exclusive one in that set. The Ponyta, at least from my supplier, is more expensive than Cubone or Gengar currently. The Carmine, Jason, was so when the set first came out, my supplier was quoting me $200 for it raw. Yeah, that's the. I mean, and that's the big thing, right? With deciding what you're gonna chase, what you're not gonna chase, right? Is okay. Obviously, you know, this is um, this is my main chase, right? This is a card. If I could, if I could, you know, pick one, this is what I want. But am I okay with um, some of these other hits as like a consolation? You know, and if it doesn't, then maybe you don't have a whole lot of it. Maybe you don't rip a ton of it. You know. Trey, I do not have the Espeon Deoxys tag team. I do not. I have very few tag teams. I have like a it's not one of the it's not the big one, but I have like I think it's the Charizard and Blaziken one, or no, Charizard and gosh, what is that one? Maybe what's it, Delphox? I have this tag team in Chinese, a Mewtwo and Mew. I don't even know what set it's out of, like even in the English equivalent. I miss the boat on all the tag team stuff. That stuff was well out of print by the time I got back into collecting. I got back into collecting when Crown Zenith had just been released. So, like Silver Tempest, I ripped a bunch of Silver Tempest and Crown Zenith, right, getting back into it. So that was what, like 3 years ago? Almost 4 years ago now. Yeah, prayers up for Zach. They're getting all sorts of rain and flooding and stuff down by him. So stay dry, man. I was mostly kidding about having a canoe or kayak or something, but it might be an essential. I hate the water, yeah. I don't even like to swim. That's fair. That is fair. Only when it's like super hot for me do I like to swim. Or I'll go for, you know, go for a little dip in the ocean when it, you know, to cool off from the sun. So chat, the other big hit is this melodic in the Brilliant Illusions. So that's one of the other big hits that you can get in Brilliant Illusions, aside from the exclusive SAR. Got stuck in a rip current? Yep. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, that can be pretty scary, for sure. You know, Mother Nature doesn't play around. And, you know, some people seem to forget that and don't show it the respect that they should, and unfortunately that gets people hurt or worse. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Queue is open. Queue's open. There are indeed monsters in the ocean. My biggest thing, honestly, when I go in is I'm worried about stuff like, and it's not real common, but like crabs and stuff. Like I've been pinched before and had like my feet cut, and you know, getting like a cut on your foot or whatever at the beach and having to walk across sand and walking on seashells and all that kind of stuff. And jellyfish. I hate jellyfish. Appreciate the follow, Mia. Crabs, eels. Yeah, the glass. I hadn't thought about that. I'm pretty sure I got stung last summer. We just went off the coast of Delaware, and we ended up having a handful of jellyfish throughout the time we were hanging out there, and I'm pretty sure I got stung on my leg. It wasn't real bad. I think I got fortunate that it was just like literally like a grazing. It wasn't a real... But it was like a combination of like a little bit of a burn with an itch, and it was very annoying. So I kind of stayed back on the beach a little bit more after that. If you guys are just joining us, don't forget I have three videos queued up in YT or on YT, so they will be posted throughout this week. Tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, and Friday morning, we'll have a video being posted at 10 a.m. Eastern time each of those days. Jersey Shore has way too many jellyfish. That's why you like Nags Head. Did you guys used to go, was that more towards like the Ocean City part of New Jersey? I don't really know the geography well of where Ocean City, New Jersey is compared to where. Okay, yep. You guys were fist pumping, fake tanning. Perhaps that was well after your time. Didn't have all the clubs, all the clubs, fist pumping. Just a different kind of rowdy, I'm sure. I don't even know. I know from other streams the saying like in the club we all fan. I'm like I've never heard whatever the video or whatever that's actually from. It's always funny when I hear it. That's true. They definitely weren't. They were probably what, maybe late 80s. They were probably born late 80s. If I had to guess, they're probably around early 40s now at this point. Because they're like 4 or 5 years older. Broad City. I'll have to look that up. I know a lot of random stuff, but it doesn't cover everything, obviously. Okay. Okay, I think I might know the one you're talking about then. I didn't watch it, but if it's what I think I'm thinking of, it was advertised a bunch. Because I used to watch the Daily Show all the time before I say all the time. I watched it more so in my early 20s and high school. God, I can't believe that's as far back in time as it is now. Gotcha. It was like focused around two girls, right? Like 2 girls that were friends. I think one of them kind of had like shorter curly hair. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Gotcha. What's up, Schmirk? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, it's probably the one I'm thinking of, but I didn't really watch it. I didn't watch too much on Comedy Central. Usually it was the Daily Show for me. I guess in the before it I'd watch the Colbert Report too. What's up, Cole? Atlantic City Boardwalk when the casinos first started. 1977. Well, now you're just aging yourself there. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do that too. You get movies mixed up or something. You might be able to remember like which actor said it, but then you can't remember which movie it was. Something like that. I'm in my mid 30s, Glitter. Some might say I'm in that nearly 40 gang, you know what I mean? Which which is crazy to think about, but I've got several years before that. I did, Tremblay. Do you want me to add something? I got some stuff separate that I'm ordering. Yeah. I'm sorry, Glitter. Trembly, I've got like two orders working. If that makes sense. I got one of singles and then one that they should be shipping out shortly of sealed product. I placed the sealed product order last week. The singles I was messaging them about today. So that one's in progress, but if you're looking for something, I can add to that one. Because the plan's going to be to incorporate that with my next sealed order because of how expensive the shipping is. 14 when you played your first slot machine. And it wasn't legal, right? Can't be 14. Yeah, exactly. Well, it didn't stop you from the having your first suds either. Yeah, is there anything in particular you're looking for, Tremblay? You can DM me, man, for sure. I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can... Maybe I'll have more luck trying to pull stuff up on my PC here online to be able to give you some images. Some better ones than what I had before. Might give me more space to take the screenshots too, you know what I mean? Huh. Well, at least somebody benefited from it. It was a different time back then, you know? Those were different times. Appreciate the follow, Dila. Is it Dila or Dila? Let's see if he messaged me back yet. Nope. Alright, we got Hunter hopping in. I need to add another. I got you. Alright, Hunter. Let's see. Let me get to refresh this. Alright, we're going 2 Ascended. 2 packs of Ascended for you, Hunter. We ripping? We ripping both of them? Alright, here we go. Good luck, brother. Got Psychic Energy, Grubbin, Raboot, Givel, Vanillite, Salazzle, Lily's Determination. They have Kid Gambling now. Claw Machine. Okay, oh yeah, for sure. Bayleaf. Lily's Determination reverse. Tapu Koko reverse. Spied Ups reverse. Yeah, the kids gambling used to just be the arcades, you know? Dave and Buster's, stuff like that. Alright. Metal Energy, Ultra Bone, Numel, Dynamo, Misdreavus, Hunter, Vikavolt, Force of Vitality. Hey, Badoo! You got the Badoo AR, very nice. And your Rufflet and Entei hollows. It always gets me, the like the illustration rare slot on Ascended is the first reverse spot. Beautiful Hunter. 1 out of 2 with an IR, not too bad. Not too bad there. Appreciate you, brother. What's the koala character? I think it's called Kamala, isn't it? Or is there a different one that was in there that you're talking about, Trembly? Alright, Glitter, appreciate you. Have a good night. Vikavolt, Hunter, Misdreavus, Oh, I think it's it's like Komala. I think. If that's the one you're talking about. Larry's got the full arts in which one? Oh, the koala one? I do not know of any of the full arts. I'm sure I could Google it. Appreciate the likes, Lily. I don't know how that sounded. It felt like it came out weird. Lily. Appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's do a last call. A few more minutes. Last call for orders. A few more minutes. If you want to hop in, feel free. Feel free. We'll stay on, but if we don't get any orders over the next few minutes here, we'll probably close her up and pack up the orders from tonight, so they're ready for the post office. Trip to the post office in the morning here. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Our next live, remember, next scheduled live is going to be Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Wednesday and Thursday are the next 2 this week. We've got YT stuff, YT content coming out this week, guys. So we will have 3 videos posted throughout the week. It's going to hit tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, and Friday morning. 10 o'clock Eastern time, it will post up. Yeah, in just a couple minutes, Jason. Just a couple minutes. This is just like, last call, giving anybody who might have been on the edge, or on the fence, I should say, on the fence about whether to hop in or not. Give it a couple minutes. But yeah, we will be back Wednesday night. Again, some YT content going to be coming at you guys. Got them scheduled to drop throughout the week here. Tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, and Thursday morning. So make sure, if you're not following us over there, and by YT, if you know what that means, I got to be very careful with what I say so I don't get punished. I don't get in trouble. Yeah. So making an effort to get more content back up on there. I couldn't believe it. I went back on my channel and it said the last video I posted was 3 weeks ago. I was like, oh my lord. Couldn't believe it had been that much time in between. So alright, we got you, Jason. Alright, let's see. We got... I'm gonna need to open a box. We got... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gem 3. And... get another box here of illusions. Oh, okay. Welcome in, Marsh. How we doing? How we doing? Alright. We got 5 packs of Gem 3 and 5 of Brilliant Illusions for you, Jason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of Brilliant Illusions. Re-ripping them all for you, brother. All right, here we go. Good luck. Good luck, Jason. Pecharon EX. And what is that guy's name? Eevee, Milcery, Raging Bolt Hollow. Is this a bird, chat? What is this? I don't know what that guy is. Applin. Slugma. Is that Axis or is that the lower? Executor and the Tortnator. Ha, remember that guy's name. Finally. See, I can learn the names, chat. Takes me 100 times. Is that Klefki? Another Pecharon EX? Crazy. They are from 2 separate boxes though, so Alright, last pack on the Brilliant Illusions. Execute. Matcha. There's Energy and the Kilowatt Trail. Alright, Jason, we got 5 packs of Gem 3 here. Let's get it, brother. Think you might snipe box hit. Let's see. Gravaire, Clefable. Nope. Not this one. My bad. That is Banette Stamp. Banette Stamp. Faked me out. Absol. Cubone. Brevard. Mimikyu. Mismagius. Houndstone. Like, Infernape. I don't know why I'm blanking on its name now. Lycanroc, right? Lycanroc. 2 packs left here. Lycanroc. Brain Zap, Infernape, Clefable, Ceruledge, or Peko. Ceruledge, Absol, or not Ceruledge, Chandelure, Gardevoir, and the Guardy EX. There are 4 packs left out of that box, Jason. Wink, wink. That's all I'm saying. Up to you. EXs, we got the Gardevoir, Infernape, 2 Pechrons from Brilliant, and the Stamped Banette. Let's see. This guy. Got you, Jason. Alright, let me use here. Refresh that. Alright, we got the 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, Jason, here we go. Whoop. Darkrai Stamp. Meowth. Guardy. Lycanroc. Banette. It's the Mismagius. Mismagius. AR. There we go. Box hit. I gotta open a new thing of top loaders for it real quick. Yep. They are. It's all pretty much themed around that. I think if you look at like Google, it says like nocturnal. Or like nocturnal based type Pokemon or something. Is what the set is centered around. There we go. All right, last pack. Last pack. See if maybe this is a double hitter. Meowth, Mismagius, Ceruledge, and the Pokeball stamp. Not bad. We got a couple more stamps there. I think it's the Pokeball and the Darkrai stamp. Darkrai stamp's cool. I like regular Darkrai. I haven't had much experience with Mega Darkrai, so I'm interested to see it in this set. In the Abyss Eye, or Eye Abyss. What's it called? I keep getting mixed up. There is your box hit, Jason. Appreciate you, brother. Mismagius. Very cool. It's Mismagius, so it's Mismageous, I believe. That's how you spell it. I think. So there's Misdreavus. It evolves from Misdreavus, which is Misdreavous. So I pronounce it Mismagius. I don't know if that's the exact pronunciation, correct pronunciation that is. Why people don't shower with Pokemon? I don't know. Because they might peek at you. Okay. I knew there was going to be some type of pun there. I just couldn't think of it. Because they might peek at you. Yep. Keep your eyes to yourself. Hey, no problem, Jason. I got you, brother. Because if we didn't do that, I would have probably mixed in a new box. Because when a box that's 18 packs and it gets down to just a few packs, I try to mix in a new box just in case. You know, God forbid we come across a box that is a non-hit Gem 3 or whatever. But I try to do that with everything. Once we start getting lower on the packs, make sure everybody's getting a realistic chance of getting some hits, right? Like, I'm not... You know, I'm not here to mess with people. I like getting you guys hits. There's no really, you know, I'm not... I don't benefit by you guys not, like, right? So, yeah, I'm glad we got you a hit as well, Jason. Glad that worked out for us. Welcome in, Stephanie. Alright, guys, unless anybody's about to hop in, I don't think anybody else did while we were ripping Jason's. Yeah. So unless anybody is literally like about to hit the checkout button, I think we'll call it a night here. Call it a night, pack up our stuff, pack up the orders, and get them ready to take to the post office in the morning. And we'll see you guys Wednesday. We'll see you all again Wednesday. Appreciate you all hanging out. Remember, we've got videos coming up, be posted this week. Tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, and Friday morning. So make sure you check them out. They're around like 15 to 20 minutes. Good stuff to just kind of throw on the background if you know, you're doing stuff around the house and all that kind of stuff. Maybe walking the dog or something. All right, guys. What's up, Mountain? You just caught me. Are you looking to hop in, brother? No pressure, no pressure. I'm just asking because we were about to sign off, but I'll definitely stay on if you wanted to hop on. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, feel free. Like I said, no pressure if you weren't looking to hop in by any means, but didn't want to close the door in your face kind of deal, you know what I mean? Appreciate the follow, Natasha. Appreciate you guys. If you guys are new to the stream, our next scheduled live is going to be Wednesday night. Wednesday night here. We go live here on TikTok and YT, and we post some content, some longer form content on YT. Same name, guys. Same name _ Rips. You can also check out our profile here for clips. All right, we got you with 3 Brilliant, 3 Nihil. It's 2 and 3. And 2 Gem 4. Hey, no problem, brother. Alright, 2 Gem 4, right? Make sure I got these right. 2 Gem 4, 3 Nihil 0, and 3 Brilliant Illusions. Yep. Let me know when you're ready, brother. There you go. Mountain, what did you catch? Did you end up catching trout? I remember somebody said they caught trout, so now I'm like wondering if I saw it was Jason yesterday that said that. I could be tripping. Alright, Mountain, here we go. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, so you caught trout today, Jason? And then Mountain caught some yesterday, right? Saul's buck. Oh, you caught yours over the weekend. Got you. Litton. Shout out. So it was Mountain that said it yesterday, though, I think. Congrats, guys. Glad to hear the fish are biting. Lumia City, Barbernacle. Tyrant. Chimpow. Swatter. Rowlet. Clefairy. Hey, there we go. Mega Zygarde. Leeson EX there. Out of Nihil. Let's see what Brilliant Illusions got for us. Alchemy. Execute. Dragapult EX, Bellibolt, and Ceruledge behind it. Should I Trade my Mega Lucario EX from Mega Evolution for a CGC 10 Latias SIR from Surging Sparks. Is it the Mega Lucario SIR? I mean, which do you prefer? Like, which artwork do you prefer? Are you a bigger fan of Duskull, Ace-Spec hit, and a Mushroom? Appreciate you, Mountain. I do want to throw an option out for you because I do appreciate you always going in with us and showing the support. I don't know if you have either of these, but I can throw one of these in there for you as well. We got the Popplio and the Piplup. Don't have the one on the right, the Popplio. All right, brother. We'll put that in there. Hey, I appreciate that, Jason. We got him the Dragapult and the Mega Zygarde on the EXs there, along with the Ace-Spec. Which prices are going up, Mega Evo or Surging? I mean, I'd have to, what I'd look at if I were you, let me see the name. Mom's putting orders in too here. One of Brilliant and one of Nihil. Let's see. Are we ripping these for Mountain? Madre? Alright, let's see. Let's see if we got any hits in there for you. Nihil 0. Nothing on pack 1 of Nihil. Let's see, Brilliant. Just the Ceruledge EX. No worries, no worries. Alright, let me get this Popplio card savored up for you. Welcome in, Victoria. How we doing? How we doing? Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? All right, there we go. Popplio. It's like the mix between like a puppy and a seal. That's what it looks like. Popplio. Along with your Ace-Spec and your Dragapult EX and the Mega Zygarde EX. Appreciate you, Mountain. I missed. So that sound from another. Oh. It's tweaking. It's tweaking. Yours been doing that too? Huh. Yeah, it must be a TikTok wide thing, because I haven't seen anything happening on my end. And I haven't been playing other TikToks. Oh. Let me know, guys, if anybody's looking to hop in or just making their selections. Otherwise, we're probably gonna close her down here in a minute. Appreciate you all tuning in and hanging out with us tonight. We'll have a we'll see you again on Wednesday night, guys. Be safe, Zach. I hope everything. I hope the weather calms down for you, brother. Don't forget, guys, when we're not live, you can also place orders for sealed. If you place orders when we're not live, we will ship them out sealed to you. So that is also an option. If you guys aren't looking to get stuff necessarily ripped on the live, always an option. Appreciate your guys' support. We'll be back on Wednesday night. Wednesday night, guys. Make sure if you're not following us on YT already, we got some videos coming up there this week. So make sure you check it out. Same name, Scro Rips. See you guys.